Hello everybody. Today we're here at the Wacky Taxidermy and Miniatures Museum in Mackinaw City, Michigan, which is a really cool place. So let's go check it out. Okay, to start off with, we've got that up there, and then here's Elkton John, Michael Quaxon, Aw, Fervana, Billy Mole, Mice Girls, Guns and Rodents, Two Croc, Bruce Wingstein, Tina Turner, and Tang Antler Swift, Bobcat Marley, Britney Spears, Aw. And here's a whole diorama. This looks like a My Little Pony. Well, it is a unicorn. But that's really cool. Bobcat Marley again, and Swimminoo. That one's upside down. Madonna, Nana, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Mink Hendrix. There's this, David Bowie, Her Stefani, Hen Stefani, Katy Harry, and here they are out in space. But yep, the owner makes all this stuff, and he's really good at it. And no animals get harmed when he makes all this stuff. And here is Snoop Dogg. And then here's these owls. And here's some facts that you guys can pause on. There's a lot of Victorian stuff here. This guy is really cool. There's some more. Dearly Beloved. And then Flying Fish. And Fur-Bearing Trout. Jenny Hanover. There's some codes if you want to scan them. This is cool. This is the Fiji Mermaid. This is extra cool. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. There's a jackalope. And here's a beer. There's just tons of tiny details. Lots and lots of work goes into this stuff. Except crap taxidermy. Yeah. Here's more crap taxidermy. Ew. Folk art. And here's school. Swamp booger. And this, the Alaskan hoofaboo right here. I have another one from that set at home. Okay. They have an Etsy shop, which I was looking at these yesterday. And here they are. So I'll put a link to that in the description. If I had the money, I would get this one right here, Frankenfurter. this guy, and this guy. It's a little bit on the how to do it. So, like I said, if you want to pause on any of this stuff, lots of things on the ceiling. And then we have the middle here. This is the circus. There's mice, squirrel is a lion. There's another squirrel, probably a rat. There's a golden hamster. That's definitely a rat. Right there, that's a rat. A lot of these are rats. Here is the oldest piece of taxidermy in the world. A crocodile that's 475 years old. Ah. This is really cool. This is like magic, Harry Potter type stuff. There's so much detail. Stuff is just great. Here's the outside of the castle. We were just looking at the inside. Here's an iguana as a dragon. That one's funny. That's the wild haggis. Here's wintertime, which will be here soon, wintertime. There's this stuff down here, which I almost missed. Okay, and here is the tea party from Alice in Wonderland, which is really cool. See? And the squirrel playing with his marionettes. Here's a wild and crazy birthday party. Like I said, all the detail is just amazing here. And it's all handmade. This is like a mad scientist. Here's the hillbillies. And then here's a kid's in his bedroom. Definitely a 90s bedroom. We got CDs and you know, Jurassic Park back there. And here's some Egyptian stuff. Here we go, here's the stoners. Yep. Wow, this is pretty. Steampunk stuff. And here's a diner. All the little records and everything. Brandon, the owner of this museum, makes all this stuff by hand. Not just the taxidermy, but all the other stuff too. And here's some more circus stuff. And here is Mackinaw City. Tourists, or fudgies as we call them, in the park by the bridge. There's a pirate. And camping, and there's Bigfoot back there. Some very fancy rich women having tea in the garden. Time to go swimming. It's kind of hot today, wouldn't mind going swimming, but we're not gonna. And then here in the window, there's this house with all the different rooms. Poker. Crazy cat lady. The kid with the monster under his bed. And then an artist. And here's a fortune teller. And then I never remember the name of this painting, but this is made after that painting. Google it, I don't know. And a cool band. And here's a magician. And some more magic. Here's Dracula. Moscula. And a witch. But yeah, all the tiny, tiny details. And here's Halloween. And Christmas. Okay, and then here's somebody fishing. But then... yeah, that would be pretty scary. Blah. And then here's some steampunk stuff. That's really cool because this one is being operated by a mouse inside it. All the details, you know. And then there's this. And then there's this thing playing really loud copywritten music. And this crow. And then here's some more poker. And the vampire squirrel. And here's Aladdin, I guess. And then more facts and things. And then in the middle of the room is all this whole city. And it's supposed to be Mackinaw City, but they call it Mackinaw City. So here is a restaurant. We're starting on the inside first. And there's the kitchen. Poor Mouse has to cook everything all by himself. And the doctor's office. And then here is an old arcade, which is really cool. And here's a pet shop. Very cool. And he put all these things in these aquariums and then put resin in there. So it looks like real water. So that's really cool. And here's a very crowded clothing store. Homeless person in the alley. And this really cool looking bar. Definitely nice. And then a record store, which is also really cool. And he made all these album covers. I mean, all these little tiny albums all over in there. None of them are fake. They're all something real. And the posters. Definitely a lot of work into all of this. And then here's a tattoo parlor with a very unhappy mouse. And again, all these tiny, tiny little pictures of tattoos and all kinds of stuff in here. And then here's a hair salon. The detail is just crazy. And a gym, including, oh, look at all the tiny little Powerades and stuff in there. But yeah, really cool. Okay, this one looks like it's a sushi restaurant. It's really cute too. So much detail. I know I say that over and over, but it's crazy. Look at the tiny little gumball machine and everything. This is the theater. All the tiny candy and nachos and icy and pretzels and all that. There's so much work, so much talent. This one, I think this is a museum. Yeah, this is a museum. This one is a bookstore. I don't think it's a library. I think it's a bookstore. Look at all the tiny little books. Definitely worth seeing. This one looks like a coffee shop. It even has a teeny little microwave and all the pastries and everything in there. Just amazing. Now we can look inside there. And then we come around this way. And this is the front. And it has the same amount of details as the inside. Gallery 1928. Mackinaw Library. Okay, I was wrong. It is a library, not a bookstore. And this is a cafe. This is the theater. And yep, that was a sushi restaurant. And the gym. And we've got the little mouse with the hot dogs. And the Glamour Forever. And tattoos. This was the record store. Little bikes. Yep, bikes outside the bar. And the clothes store, vintage clothes store. I mean, there's even ads on the benches. And the pet shop, which everything you can look right in there. And here's the mailman and the arcade, and then doctor's office. Looks like somebody getting married out here outside the restaurant. So we hope you enjoyed that. We always like going in there. Like I said, all that stuff is handmade by Brandon, the owner. And his wife helps with the shop and everything. I'm not sure if she makes anything or not. She might. And I'll put the link to their Etsy shop in the description. It's definitely a place that is worth coming to. It's very interesting. It's only $5 to get in there. And it's definitely worth it. So we hope you enjoyed the video, and the best thing you can do to help us out right now is to subscribe, stay subscribed, and keep coming back and watching. And thanks to everybody who has done that so far. Say goodnight. And we'll see you next time.